Welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Journey podcast. I am Drake.
And I am Daharan.
Hey, it's Friday, man. Welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. It's a good start to the weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we man, it's a good day. I got up, ate some breakfast. So I'm about to hit the gym here in a little while.
Yeah, about to do the same.
Yeah, got to do a little bit of work, and then I'm gonna go to work. So yeah,
We got the same day lined up here.
yeah. Got the Super Bowl Sunday, dude. I'm ready to see this game. I feel like it's probably gonna be the best Super Bowl we've seen. Probably, I can say at least 10 years. I feel like. Um, I feel like it's gonna be what people expected that Falcons and Patriots game to be.
Like a shootout?
No. Like how it was supposed to go. Like not where the Falcons came out and they just took off super fast and then Brady came all the way back and won. But just like how they were just like going tit for tat, just kind of like stop, then maybe both score two touchdowns and then like same thing. I see this game going a lot more like that though.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect because the Chiefs are so good. I don't want them to win. I think I want Brady to win,
Mhm.
um, but that Chiefs team is so good. I don't know what to expect because I know we said it last episode. You could turn around and see the Chiefs winning by like 4 touchdowns here, but
Very good. Yeah. I mean,
also you could be a field goal game. So
yeah.
gonna be
It
interesting.
it is a toss up, but I don't know. I'm still stuck. I think somebody asked me yesterday. They were like which one would you? Yeah, my barber. He asked. He was like, which one would you rather like see win? I was like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, and I just feel like you can't really bet against Brady. I think we already said that, but
Mhm.
you can't do it, dude.
If
And
you
at the
if
same-
you I saw a thing, I think it was on Wednesday. It said if you took $100 when Brady started playing football, like the
Mhm.
first season as he started playing, and you just bet $100 against the spread. So whether that was he was a favorite or an underdog, which obviously we know he was a favorite in New England a lot,
Yeah,
you would be up like 5 grand right now over his life of his career.
really.
Which I get it is what like 20 years, but
Yeah, I mean 5 grand over 20 years.
you're still up.
I mean, right? You still are up. So he's. Does that mean like he's always covering the spread?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's what I took. That's what I took in the game. I got the Bucks +3.
yeah,
Because if they're gonna lose by 3, that's cool. I'll get my money back. But
yeah.
if they can win it, then we're in business. But
Oh yeah.
happens.
So you took the Bucks
Yeah,
to at
I
least.
took the Bucks spread just to see what happens. It was supposed to rain, so I didn't really want to touch like total points or anything. But now they're saying the rain is cleared out. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking if it rains, man, that's gonna slow down some of that passing and everything.
Oh yeah. Also, why would they not play this in a stadium with a roof?
Hey, Super Bowl is planned out several years ahead of time, but I agree they
Well,
should always be like
Jesus
indoor.
Christ.
They should always be
Yeah.
indoor.
What this isn't the '90s anymore. Just about every other stadium. I mean, most people have like new or newer type stadiums now.
Hmm.
Put a roof on it. Jesus. Like it's I don't know. Anyway, I know they talk about that. I think the Super Bowl said one, not the Super Bowl. The NFL said we are above acts of God. Do you ever remember this being said?
No, that's so dumb.
Yeah, they said this. Wh- there was like a recent Super Bowl that like it was supposed to snow or something like that. It was like snow or like rate something weird, and someone said that was like a part of the NFL. They were like, "We are above acts of God," uh, and I'm pretty sure it's in their contracts that says like none of this will be affected by acts of God. Like I'm almost certain, dude.
Dude, that's
Um,
crazy. And then they let COVID like cancel games.
right, exactly. Like that's what I was gonna say. I was like, this within this whole last year proved opposite. I mean, I guess they played some games. Well, actually, no. They I think they still completed what was it, 257
Yeah,
games?
I don't think they had any games canceled.
Yeah.
They
They
moved
shot
around. They like
up
suspended
them.
games and moved them around.
Right. Yeah. So maybe the NFL is.
True.
No, but dude, I want you to go into the topic you were telling me about. So the COVID relief bill. You said you were looking at it last night. Yeah, I
Oh
went
yeah.
to bed.
So it looks like I woke up to it this morning. I saw.
Okay,
I guess like they had spent all night, which I don't buy that. Y'all was in bed at 11 o'clock
thanks. Yeah,
in
yeah,
your big old house sleeping.
exactly.
But
Y'all
anyways,
were
we
saying
saw
all
the
night.
all night quote
Yeah.
votorama is what they said. But the Senate did pass the 1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief plan. Um, the vote ended 51-50. So literally all Democrats voted one way, all Republicans voted one way, and then Vice President Kamala Harris was the breaking tie. So that's crazy, man. We thought we were going to be able to be one, and here we are. Pledge
Yeah,
allegiance to your party again.
yeah. We see. Uh, okay, here's my thing. If they got 10 Republicans to turn on the party to vote for Trump to be impeached,
Hmm.
there has to be something in this bill that makes them want to say absolutely not. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and if it's like that last bill that they submitted where it was like what 5,000 something pages, like we're only getting 1,400.
Hmm.
Like, dude, that yeah, because what? So it'll be like or it's like 2,000, and they're taking away the 600 we already received as like an advancement, right?
Kind of. I don't think it's in part of this bill, though. I don't think. I think
Okay.
like they're just kind of using it to say like, "Oh, you got $2,000." But for anyone listening, you're getting. Well, I think, and they changed the requirements on this one too. I want to say it's anybody that makes under 50,000 um, gets the uh,
Well, what was it beforehand? It was like 70.
70, 75, somewhere in there.
Mhm.
And I think, okay, I think they said if you were like close to 50, like basically you're still making in the 50s, you can still be eligible.
Yes. So, well, but
Yeah.
they just I mean, am I glad to be getting some relief? Absolutely. I'm not gonna throw a fit. It
Hmm.
took almost a month for me to get the week little $600. And I
Yeah.
say week little $600. And yes, to me that is a week $600. I could have made that $600 in a week if they would have just opened up my job. But that's a whole nother story. Um, yeah, dude. So I feel like I'm just hoping that it doesn't take as long this time to get
Hmm.
this one as it did $600.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we've done this twice now. Like the third, by the third time, we should have an efficient way to complete this process.
Oh yeah, we
To
should.
say, oh, this is passed. Oh, here's everyone's money.
Exactly. Um eh, Also look at this, bro. We're talking about now, we're coming up on a year of dealing with COVID issues
Hmm.
after it was supposed to just be a 2 week issue.
Hmm.
2 weeks turned into a year. That's so crazy to me, man. Like I, so now we're about to we finally got our relief bill. Did it say anything about like the next steps in that at all or nothing?
No,
Just that.
I haven't seen anything. The article I saw just basically said it was an all night situation and they were
Yeah,
voting, and uh, I don't buy that one bit. But
yeah.
the
And
day that
now,
the politicians are up all night, that would be the day.
mm, right. And and then Biden's talking about this student loan stuff too, huh?
Oh yeah. So apparently, like, well, it's being presented to him as a senator from Georgia is the one that is proposing it.
Wait,
There's
the one of the newly elected ones, or
Yeah, I forgot his name. Starts with it's like I don't want to butcher this, but it's one of the new ones. Um,
was it Olaf? Something like
yeah,
that.
that guy.
Yeah.
So he is proposing that Biden cancels up to $50,000 on student debt for people. Um,
Like per student.
yes. So because the reason like he's saying like obviously it's hurting their economy because like we all know student debt is huge for a lot of people. It changes everyone's life once you have it, and so they're trying to boost the economy, trying to use that loophole and everything to try to get that.
Okay. So that's only going to be in federal student loans, though.
I
It won't be in private. So I have like a couple of so like for instance so yeah, I have like a private loan through Wells Fargo for school.
mhm.
Um so like that you won't be able to. I'll just have to pay that one off. But like the ones where you go to what is that you do? Um
Financial aid office,
yeah, what's the thing you fill out though?
FAFSA.
Uh yeah, that okay.
Yeah.
Like that so those would be what's covered in that. I mean, uh, that's the stupidest thing. One of the stupidest things I've heard them say. 50,000 per person. Holy crap, dude! How many students have there been in the course of the years? Because when are they going to cut that off? Like, are you going to go all the way back to the '80s and say everybody with student loans from the '80s till now?
Yeah.
Like, then how do you get to determine the '80s? Like, that's going to get so slippery, dude. What if they say from this point forward?
Oh hell, dude, there'd be.
I I throw a fit. I would. I'm not even gonna lie. I would get on. First of all, I already think it's stupid. So then now you're gonna exclude me out of your stupid plan. I'm gonna be hot. No, dude. Oh yeah, I would throw an absolute fit.
I did see one thing on it that is interesting. Kind of like a key point on the thing was like the purpose of it was to help like African American and Latino American people just basically like close the wealth gap is what they're saying. Like,
So, but dude, there's just weird things. But you're under at the same time you're undervaluing people's degree.
yeah,
So it's like the whole purpose. I get college is getting more expensive and like, but jobs aren't paying more. But there are more jobs though.
hmm
So it's like though everybody's not getting a pay increase, more people are being paid for a job. Anyway, that's a whole different
but
line.
I'm a big believer in the fact that, and this is my opinion, like teach their own. But I'm a big believer in this whole college degree thing is a sham. Like,
You think?
how many millionaires don't have college degrees, man?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree. I think
It's part of the
so.
system, dude. It's a system, in my opinion.
Right, right, right. So I think that like it shows just a person is willing to dedicate themselves to something. So you know how like you can't just check these boxes on like job applications and stuff like
hmm
that. It's another thing to say like, okay, hey, this person can kind of stick something out for a while. You see what I'm saying? So like you can like rely on them. And I still think there's certain jobs that like people need degrees for. I don't think you really need a degree to be rich, but I do think you need a degree to do a lot of impactful jobs. Unless,
I think some like I
yeah,
think in the medical field, I think that makes sense. Uh,
yeah. Well,
but
just
I don't think you need to be
yeah,
taking like American literature history or some like random classes like that when you know like I feel
yeah,
like the trade school route like where you're going to school to learn something to be able to do
right,
that job and I feel like I agree there are a lot of professions that do need that teaching and practice and that degree if you will
all
but
right,
a lot don't
yeah,
and
yeah,
we waste 2 years of college doing prereqs. Come on.
yeah. Well, see, so I know now, like, so one thing I wish I could have done, or I should have taken school more serious, really. But well, I'll say the plan I would like to have for my kids to go down, because I mean my time's over. It's good. It's ruined.
hmm
But like I would love for them. I think you're eligible for dual credit your sophomore year of high school.
hmm
So I would have them go ahead and knock out prerequisites um, for that whole 2 years. Just do dual credit through their last 2 years.
and you can
Um,
community college you get that for free in Tennessee too
you
for your
do.
first 2 years.
So it's yeah, I mean, and dude, just knock that out of the community college. So not only are you leaving high school now with an associate's degree, you also already have college credit, and you're already kind of halfway done.
hmm
And then on top of that, I would love for them to go ahead. I hope I would be in a position to make them financially sound enough to make a decision like this, besides just scholarships, because you can get tons of scholarships and have no money in your pocket. So you're
hmm
just going to school. You know what I mean? But to where they can actually like go to school that summer right away. You know, people take summer classes
hmm
like that July. dude, once they graduate in May, go ahead and sign up for a class. That's just one more class you can take, or two more classes you can knock out that kind of just cuts your time down. So that way they finish in like a year and a half. And then if they want to pursue further, like, like a master's or something like that, that's still within like that 4 year time period. So then now they get that even covered. Like so
So
if I'm
basically,
not
having your master's in your early 20s as opposed to dragging it out to like your mid to late
right,
20s.
if I'm not mistaken, too, though, you get if you get your master's under like a certain age, you also get more money from your FAFSA
Hmm.
to pay for that. Because like I mean, a master's program, those can cost what, $80,000 just
Mhm.
over here at MTSU. I mean, they can be. So if I'm not mistaken, that they treat it as if you're still in undergrad almost.
Hmm.
That if that makes sense. I don't know for sure. I've just heard some people talk about it that did it fast. Like who was it? I didn't talk to this person about it, but people that gave examples I know, like Stockstill, the quarterback at MT. Pretty sure he finished up his master's within that 4 year time period. But I just think I think that would be nice because you're already kind of set up, you're done, and
Hmm.
then if anything after that point that you pursue, like whether it be like another professional degree or a career field, if you feel like your life requires a degree, then you kind of have more options.
I
And I
mean, that
kind of
makes
wish
sense.
I would have did it that way. But I think it comes down to people determining like what they want to do first,
Hmm. Well, I
and
mean,
that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to throw on a kid. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That,
like,
that's how I think. Like, my degree was in sports management. I went to school, got my degree and everything, but like I was at a conference my junior year trying to get my internship for my senior year, and all of a sudden, there's an 18-year-old kid in there, fresh out
mhm,
of high school, not even in college, basically going for the same jobs I'm going for. So
right,
it's
right,
like I could have started at 18
right.
this field just with a job, worked my way up and through an organization, and been probably living pretty fat right now. But
Yeah. But see,
instead,
like, no, I think this is just me. If when it comes down to like being rich,
mhm,
like you can put yourself in a good position if you're willing to work for it to become rich. Like you talked about those people that like got rich without degrees.
mhm,
Like those people that did like a lot of like personal finance and stuff like that, they took a loan and they understood the system that they were getting involved in. So it wasn't as if like they just went in like willy nilly and they just came out. Like they took out a loan, so they were betting on themselves, and
mhm.
then they put it all into something, and then they put in the hours and the time to continue to know the system and to make it work for them, and then now they're reaping the benefits of that. So it's good on like a personal level. I don't know what all those people do. I just only took personal finance because I saw like on TikTok that's a huge one that people talk about. Oh, I do personal finance
Mhm.
and stuff, and
You
they're
told me
like,
about
no,
hey, I love your car. What do you do for a living?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like they're like, oh no, I didn't go to college, and
Mhm.
then you see like what their story is, and it's like, okay, I see, but it's like at the same time, I don't want to like deter people away from getting degrees either. If that makes sense because you it's not like it is something that's very superficial, but it's a reflection of you too. Like as weird as that sounds, and it's kind of just something to show people. That's why, like when we hear people got a degree from like Stanford, you're like, well, shoot, you know what
Mhm.
I mean? Where it's
Yeah.
like, no, you just paid a lot for a school, but at the same time, it's just this prestige that comes with it too. So I don't know. That's just I think too. Kind of lets you sort people out, but also we got to eliminate some of these like random majors. I think that's what's really
I
bothering
was gonna
people.
say the big thing for me is college is not for everybody. And
Absolutely. I
and,
agree. I
and
agree.
so like I definitely like I'm on the same page. I understand what you're saying. I agree with it.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, you're right. Some of these majors, man, like what like you're just taking people's money at this point.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but can you blame them though? If somebody is willing to write their name down on a piece of paper for some of these,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if somebody's handing you free money, what are you gonna say? No. You know, like, all right, I mean, do you really want to? Like, I mean, when you go to college, bro, they give you the whole layout of your potential job field after you get a degree. If you look at that job field and say, yes, that's what I want to do after you sign up for that degree, then it's like, I mean, okay, then hand me your money. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like their hands are tied. They're exposing everything.
Mm.
Um, I, what major can we just throw out here? Uh, there's a major. So I think at the University of Memphis, you can make up a major. They make you take all the like the mandatories that we talk about.
Yeah.
But after that, like you can name the major whatever you want it to be, if I'm not mistaken. But you basically just get what is it a
General,
studies in
like
like
a general studies degree.
basically, yeah. So like, and that's what a lot of these degrees are, but people don't want to call them that. But that's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, what is it like? That one with women's history studies or something like that, which or it's just women's studies. So basically, like I guess you're a historian with a twist or an emphasis on just women, which could be that could be important because now you're passing on information,
Mm-hmm.
to the next generation to make sure people are aware of history, kind of like any other history teacher.
But I was gonna say, where is that not like an education degree?
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know. I feel like we got to just start eliminating some of that nonsense and like titling and be
Mm-hmm.
like, no, this is what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you call it whatever you want to and you go down whatever path you want to. But this is what this degree actually is. Because when you have those degrees, they have to make programs for those. And every time you make programs for those, that costs us more money because now you have to
Right.
actually fund those programs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
And now
here
you're
we are.
paying more professors, having
Exactly.
yeah.
Now you got uh little pods of 15,000 students all taking different programs to do the exact same thing. And it's like, dude, you all literally could have just did one and saved us some money. I also may be saying that in a very dumb way, but I feel like it's a very relatable way for most people to get it. It's more sophisticated than that, but that's the general concept of it.
I
So
agree.
it's like, um, it's a lot of little majors like that. Damn, man, we could spend time here, but it's a lot of little ones. I just think every, you know what it kind of reminds me of? Those participation trophies in a way. Like it's like you're paying for it in a weird way.
Yeah.
But then now you want like somebody like to take care of it for you. You're like, this country made me get a degree. No, it didn't. It did not.
No.
You can actually go and do another job and never need a degree ever.
Yep.
There's plenty of people that do it. You know, it's
Well,
just
that was the one thing I know. We know a lot of people just because of the school we went to that go to school for like aerospace, like
yeah,
pro pilot stuff. So to be an airplane pilot,
yeah.
you don't need a college degree for that.
Hey, okay, bro, that confused me for so long. Go ahead. I don't want to jump into your point, but go
You
ahead.
literally you can like do all of your training and everything without a college degree,
Dude.
and you just want to pay it. You just want to pay extra money. You wanted to take 4 years.
Man, it confused me, dude. I had no idea. Okay, so I guess going to school, I never really knew like what people needed,
Mm-hmm.
or what they like had to do, I guess, to become a pilot. It was just like, pilot, cool. All right. I don't know. But then like, I came across some YouTube video and it was talking about people like getting like a little single engine pilot license or something like that. You can pay like $300.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you could just go out there, $300, get one, and you can get a little plane and fly.
Yep.
And I was like, you take like these little tests and stuff, but it's because what is it? You can't. I don't know it's all these specifications on it, and so they let you classifications.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, you go like through all these little steps, and then after you get a certain amount of hours, you can apply and test for like the next one, blah blah blah. But so I started asking guys, like at school, like, hey, what? So like all this kind of path, and exactly what you said, they're basically just paying more money to but a lot of them are trying to go towards like bigger bigger airlines,
Hmm.
and a lot of those big airlines do like people that went to certain schools. And since MTSU is what they were number one for a while in
Hmm.
aerospace, it looked good for them. It gave them like a, again, we went back to that separating factor of they went to MTSU. So, oh, so you're well versed in aerospace. So like, yeah, I like this candidate. I mean, we even see some people reaping the benefits of that. Freaking Clay Tomsky, bro.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, that kid took off, just like that. I feel like every time I look on his Instagram, he's getting a new promotion for something. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I mean, the guy works hard though. Like, you know what I mean? But he's one of those people. Like, I think he would have been successful in that, whether he went to MTSU or not. It was
exactly.
just the fact that like it was he knew like having that name on that paper, like that was going to separate him even further. And once he got in there, he was like, now let me show you like why
Yeah,
I could do this. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, that confused me for a long time now because I was like, so you can do this on your own?
yeah. Well,
So
I only
why
knew it
y'all
because
here?
like my grandparents used to own a business, and like my grandpa had a plane,
Uh
and
huh.
my grandma literally had her pilot's license.
Yeah, bro. Like apparently it's so easy to get.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's so crazy to me. I don't know. Yeah. Also, this is a complete side note from what we're even talking about. But a guy I know, he was our quarterback in high school. But so when I put up the other day that I was going to the army, uh, he was like, "Oh, he was like, dude, you should look at being a pilot." And I was like, "No."
No.
I was like, no, not at all, bro. I was like, man, I'm way too scared of heights for that. Blah blah blah. Here's like, fun fact. Here's like, a lot of the pilots are scared of heights, and I was like, what? So he was in the Navy,
Hmm.
um, and I haven't asked him this, but he has like on his profile, if I'm not mistaken, he's a pharmacist in the Navy or something like that. But like Navy pilots are like some of the uh, some say top ranked in the world.
Mm.
And so very prestigious to be a Navy pilot. Um, but when he said that, though, I was just like, wait, what? Can you imagine, bro? Your pilot tells you that he's scared of
Yeah,
heights.
heights. Yeah, they were
You
going
know what I mean?
30. We're
Like,
going 30,000 feet up. That's 30,000 feet higher than I want to be today, but we're going.
exactly. It's like I would be
uh,
like,
we're gonna leave that seatbelt sign on for the entire trip.
exactly. Like that would freak me out, dude. So when he said that,
Nobody jump around. Nobody make any sudden movements. If I feel this plane jumping, I will land it. Thank you.
that will be done. Oh man.
I'm getting off, bro. I got the next flight.
Yeah,
I'll
what,
get the next one.
I'll just, what, no, thank you, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and so, but all right, kind of going back to what we were saying though, it that is one of those ones where you don't need a degree, but the paper makes you separate. So I
yeah.
guess it's important.
Yeah, that is just a million that pop in my head. I'm just like, do you need a degree for this? Do you not?
Yeah.
So
You you know, um, we should probably have like somebody come on one time and actually explain that. Because once somebody hears us, they're like, "You guys got it all wrong. That's not how that works." Somebody's gonna be spazzing out, like, "Look at these idiots! Can you believe what they're saying?" No. All right, if we got it wrong, I feel like, but I feel like this exactly what we said was right there.
I just
Like,
think it's common sense.
yeah, like,
And teach your own on your opinion. Like
yeah.
if you feel like not going to school is a better for your career, then great. If you feel like it is, also great. Like
Right. Oh, well, I was also talking about just the pilot thing.
no,
Whatever
I
the
know
pilot
that's what
is.
that's what I'm saying. Like if you think going to school to be a pilot is the only way to do it, cool.
Yeah, but I think we kind of talked about this before too. The air traffic control thing.
Hmm.
Um, so do you know if they have to go to school for that,
I'm not
or
sure. I don't have any idea.
I don't either. But that would be another one. I would be like, if I could do that on like my own, dude. I feel like I actually would like that. I've thought about that like a few times. I don't even know why I would, but it's just the fact that like I don't know. It's just if I okay, I should probably say it this way. If they were like some whatever weird reason, you got to work at an airport. Figure out what your job is. Like I would. That's probably the job I would pick. Either that, or I would be the guy with the glow sticks.
Okay,
One of the two.
that's a huge pay gap right there. So
Yeah. Oh, I imagine. But the only reason why I want to be the guy with the glow sticks is just because I would just like to be outside and just doing something instead of having to just sit in some box.
bro, you say you'd like to be outside doing something until they put you in like Minnesota or like New York or something where it's snowing half the year, and then you're just like,
But
oh hell,
well, look, they gotta have like a little warm box for you to sit in at some point, right? Little golf cart or something.
I doubt it.
You you
Because you
don't
got to
think
think, planes are coming in and out all day.
or they got to give you one of those big fluffy suits, something, bro. Else you would dull and freeze to death out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they borderline do, to be honest.
Yeah, but I just think if I just had to like pick a airline job, it'd be one of those two.
Yeah,
Just
I
because
think I
I
think
don't
if
even
I
know
had to pick one, I would definitely take the air traffic control one
air
easily.
traffic control.
Yeah.
Or I think that might be the same job. I was gonna say the guy that talks on the speaker to the planes. I would do that, or uh, or I would like to be the guy that gives the updates in the airport, like
Hey,
just
that,
talking
that
out
one would
loud.
that one wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, just like, hey, this flight's canceled. You need to start booking another one. Let people just start yelling. "Ah!" I think they do it on a computer screen anyway. But if they
Yeah.
needed a voice, I'm your guy.
Hey, can't beat that.
Right. Um, I see. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about.
Bro, I
See,
need to know real quick
what's
because
up?
today's Friday
Uh-huh.
and tonight is the most interesting thing that I think I've seen in a while.
Tonight.
Tonight,
All right.
Jose Canseco
Okay.
is in a boxing match against like a 20-year-old kid.
Uh, Jose Canseco, the baseball player.
Yeah, who
Isn't
is
he
who
like
is
hella
56,
old, bro?
56,
Okay.
and he looks like
Hold
and
on.
he looks like
Let's look up what he looks like right now, like the shape he's in.
oh dude, he's on another cycle right now. He did weigh-ins yesterday, and it looks like he is
He looks juiced to the gills.
dude, he is juiced.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
so listen, bro.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
nah,
so
he's
backstory. Biggest thing here. Apparently, Jose Canseco hates Barstool Sports,
yeah,
and so basically, he's boxing their intern at their like what their like fighting pay per view is. It's called Rough and Rowdy.
yeah,
I believe it happens in West Virginia. Um, but I mean, this is like they usually just take like street people and just like throw them in there. Like
yeah,
they have.
yeah.
I'm gonna use the proper term here. They have short people wrestling today or fighting today in a boxing
Oh
match.
yeah, okay, okay.
It's like a 4'7" versus 4'5" match, and then
He's
the headline of the card is obviously Jose Canseco fighting
oh yeah.
Billy Football, which is their intern.
I think, dude, based off them pictures of dog on Jose Canseco, I feel like he's all right.
I think he might knock his head off.
Yeah. Dude, he looks like I mean, honestly, he looks like he could play another couple of years in the league. He doesn't look bad, bro.
Hit some moonshots real quick.
Yeah, yeah. Just as far as like how his side, like when you told me 56, I thought he was gonna be like like kind of watered down, kind of like starting to settle into his old age. You know what I'm saying, like that type of image. Yeah, no, man, he's got veins popping, arms. His arms got a good pump on there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was looking stout.
His like one of his interviews, like they asked him like if he thinks he's gonna win, and they said let's make a side bet on it. He said I'll bet you $500,000 I win.
Jose Canseco said this.
Yeah. So
Oh, I
one, I
like
didn't even
that.
know Jose still had a $500,000, but
Oh
two,
yeah. Okay, dude. Were you? Because you told me because he went bankrupt.
yeah.
Okay, bro. I'm glad you kind of brought this up because I saw not to jump away from this. So, was there anything else you wanted to say on Jose Canseco?
Well, I just like his interviews are just like hilarious. Like,
Yeah. Also, that's such a boss move that he just says, "I bet you 500,000."
yeah. Well,
Like,
then
what do
then
you
he,
answer back with that? All right.
yeah. Oh, and then like the thing is like he was saying like he was asked like I guess he's like slid into some of the DMs of some of the younger girls at Barstool, like
Yeah.
trying to like go on dates and everything. And so they said, like, the interview guy was like, "So you like younger women?" He says, "Don't you?" And he said, "I'm 56. I don't want no 50-year-old woman." He said, he said, "You think any 50-year-old woman's gonna be able to keep up with this? Obviously, he's on steroids. So no, no, Jose, they're not."
Bro, I like it. The guy sounds like he's just honest. He's straight up.
Yeah,
Like, so you like younger women, don't you? I
yeah,
mean, what kind
yeah.
of what are we asking right now? Yo, valid point. Um, Dang, there's two paths I want to go down there. One, because you talk about younger women and how you saw that lady or that courtside Karen lady. I think her name's Juliana.
Oh yeah, the Lakers Hawks game.
Yeah, you see, bro, people were, oh my gosh, they were tearing her up because she was like, I'm 25, and they were like, where? Oh man, the lady didn't post her passport. It was like March 13th, 1995, and they were like, no, we want to see the name. We
Yeah.
don't want to just see a date on a passport. They were like, show us a name. Man, her Instagram story was just little dots. She was trying to like fire back at people,
Uh-huh.
but it got too much. And she came out with that apology, and I just thought that was hilarious because everybody was calling her a gold digger,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, and then her husband's age came out. Her husband,
It's like 60.
yeah, no, yeah, he was 60, yeah,
Yeah.
and it was either, yeah, 60, and but she was 25, and they had two kids, and everybody was like, oh yeah, you're not a gold digger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. And her husband's been like he's like a lifetime Hawks like courtside
Uh-huh.
season ticket holder. Yeah, my man's got some real money,
Yeah,
and
facts.
there's
LeBron
no,
called him old steroid ass. That's what LeBron called him.
is that what he called?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no coincidence that, oh man, a 60-year-old guy found a 25-year-old woman, and now you're sitting courtside anytime you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're telling me we just fell in love, man. This man has lived two lifetimes
Yep.
over your age. Like, come on now, who are you trying to fool?
And you're probably not
Um,
his only 25-year-old. Let's go and be honest.
yeah, like, and I'm finding it a hard time to believe that lady's really 25 though.
Dude, that hairline's not 25. I'll tell you that.
Dude, she had, okay. One, she had so much. Man, this sounds like I'm gonna start hating. But dude, I'm gonna save my opinions. Everybody was on there too, telling she looked like a capital P. And I was like, that's wrong. I mean, her breasts were super large in comparison to like the rest of her body. It was just like she was a typical, like, you could tell, like, I mean, she worked out.
Hmm. Probably
And
all
she,
she does.
like, yeah, like she wasn't like crazy, super like ripped up fit, but she was in shape and
Mhm.
just a typical, like, she didn't get all this other work done that you see like some girls getting. She kind of just let that part, like the rest of her, be, and she got her boobs done, and then she had like her lips and face done. But so you couldn't really just like kill her for, I guess, letting the rest of her be natural, but they did. But they were like, they had like her, and they had like the letter P. I just kept seeing it, and once you saw it, like you couldn't like look away and not think of like the letter P. You're like, yo, like it really does look like a P. It was just, oh man, it was funny. But oh yeah, okay. The other route I was trying to take was with the bankruptcy thing.
Yeah.
So I saw once again, we don't even mention this channel, but a prominent interviewing channel was interviewing Warren Sapp,
Hmm.
and he asked him about his bankruptcy. And I know I know people like talk about like Trump with bankruptcy and stuff like that. And so apparently it's just like a way for you to just kind of like eliminate your debt.
Hmm.
So it sounds worse than what it is. Basically, so like you're on the IRS, but you have so much other debt going on that you need to address first, and it's almost like putting it like on a tab, if you will.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, hey, this is how much like we owe you. We will get to that, but due to our fiscal standings or blah 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 blah, this, that, and that. That's where like the investor part come in. I think we kind of touched on this before. So like that's where the investors come in, and they basically try to give you some type of capital, and in that, in return, you give them equity in the company, and as that capital continues to roll in, as you try to get the company being, I guess, more into the positive, then you start paying off the IRS taxes that you owe, plus the other debt that you have.
Mm.
So it's a weird way to try to consolidate. So I think I kind of butchered that again because there's multiple types of bankruptcy.
Yeah, different
That's kind of,
chapters or whatever they call it.
you said what?
Like different chapters of
Yeah, exactly.
bankruptcy.
But so when you were saying, I didn't even know he had $500,000. He in a weird way, he might have been playing like with the house's money in a way, because it's not really his, or I guess it could be his, but it's supposed to be allocated towards other things. But he would use it for that moment to try to come up. So
Yeah.
That was kind of it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I'm very interested to see how that ends.
Yeah.
They're both 6'4", but Jose Canseco's like 270.
Bro, he was stout in that picture. I would not be surprised. Yeah,
the intern's like maybe like 220, 230.
And is he like in shape?
So he's been doing like boxing training for like the last few months, but I don't know what Jose's been doing to train for this, but he's still a professional athlete.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Jose is juiced up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I mean,
and it's no headgear, so like if he's juiced up, he hits you one good time, your head is going 450 to center.
Right. Also, I think too, something to point out. Okay, everybody wants to fight, but it's like, bro, when you get hit, like what's your next move?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I guess it works out because neither one of these guys are like professional fighters, but like all these guys that are wanting to like fight professional fighters, like, bro, you got to realize they're used to being hit constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna phase them. You're not used to being hit ever, like, and all of a sudden you're getting tagged 2-3 times before you ever figure out that you're even hit. Like, but I guess that doesn't apply to this one. That's more so for like the Jake Paul or.
I was gonna say, did you see Floyd's thing? So apparently the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight on February 20th has been postponed. But now Floyd came out like the other day and said that he plans on fighting Logan Paul this year. Still, they're just gonna figure out a new date.
Yeah.
If Jake Paul wins his match against the UFC fighter that he has lined up, he'll fight him. And then he told 50 Cent that he'd fight 50. But he said he would obviously split the revenue with the Paul brothers on both of those fights. But he said if he fights 50, it's winner take all.
Wow. Oh, he's KOing 50 Cent, bro.
Yeah, because 50 says he won't fight him because he's too small. But Floyd's like, come on.
Fam, you know how much money you're talking about pulling in? And 50, I mean, ever since he got that stuff with Sony Beats, well, again, that's the whole weird bankruptcy thing. He could stand to gain some more revenue.
That's a winner take all. So you lose.
That's what I'm saying. You're looking at what, over $100 million?
At least.
You're gonna say, no, man, he's too small, man. I don't want to fight him. Who's saying that, bro? I'm fighting anybody. You offer me over 100. You offer me over $100. I'm considering it. Like, let alone 100 million. Like, what are we talking about here? If 50 Cent turns that down, he's pussy. That's just bottom line.
Facts.
Like, there's no ifs, ands, but no man can offer you 100 over 100. No, first of all, no man can offer you a winner take all wager and you say no. Mike Tyson, bro, could offer me in his prime $100 million. I'm giving it all I got. I'm telling you, I'm coming out swinging at anything that halfway moves. I don't care who it is. So it's like, what are we talking about here, bro? Like, this dude, if he turns this down, he's pussy.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially with all the beef they've had.
Yeah, like, bro,
that just like takes it up another level, in my opinion.
Absolutely, bro. And 50 trolls everybody. Mm-hmm. He's always talking about this, that, and that, and like, little boy. Okay, well, here's a great moment for you to prove something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I hope that happens, man. I hope that happens. I will personally pay to watch that one. I like that one.
Oh, that one's getting bought easily.
Oh yeah, like I'm for sure watching that one. I don't know about like the. I mean, if it just so happened to be on, like people, somebody was like, "Hey, you want to get together and like kind of just watch it?" The
Yeah,
which
I'll
first
show
one?
up late though, so it's already paid
The
for. But
Floyd and who's the first one? Floyd and
Logan Paul.
oh, okay. I always get them too confused. Yeah,
Yeah.
whichever. I would just show up, be like, oh, okay. But if it's 50 and Floyd, don't even come here.
Yeah.
It'll be on right here.
Yeah. We hosted it.
Exactly. One more thing that I wanted to talk about too. Well, two things. Did you see the Buccaneers? They have some players that might be sitting out of the Super Bowl.
Mm.
So they went to the barber shop.
No, it was the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chiefs.
They pulled.
Yeah,
I saw this. Oh my
yeah.
God.
So apparently, I think the team tested the barber, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't get the results back until like a couple of days ago. And turns out, I believe he was positive. So he exposed like 3 players or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now those players, it's gonna be like right on the line, like rubbing the date.
Bro, did you
So
see? Like he was mid-cut on a Chiefs player when they pulled him.
exactly, yeah. So that one player didn't get to finish getting his haircut.
Got half a haircut, bro. He posted a picture on Twitter. He's literally like half his head is bald, and then he has like half his hair up here. They pulled him half. They pulled him mid haircut, mid cut, bro.
Bro, that's so. Wait, what? So wait, first, why'd they bring this guy in there?
So like, yeah, like why not wait till he gets his results before you're giving
Exactly.
haircuts? Facts, but also just like, all right, at this point, like just finish shaving my head real fast.
I mean, yeah, I'm already here next to you. I've already been here. I'm gonna have to sit out.
Yeah.
What, bro? Yeah, I didn't. I thought I heard. I thought they were saying like pulled out like halfway. I thought they were saying like halfway within like the time period of like
No.
the game. Oh yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
So that dude just got half a haircut. But so okay, so was it any key players? Because I just saw
I don't think so. Not that I've heard. I don't. But the
okay,
names
they
haven't
said
been
like 2
released. I don't
players.
think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see any names either, so I was like, yo, can you imagine if this was like
Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill.
man, that's what I thought. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
yo, that would change this. I don't even think they could let that happen, dude. People
No.
would actually petition the Super Bowl, a riot. Vegas would burn down because they were like people would start like pulling bets or I don't know if you can, but
No, you can't. But I mean,
yeah.
everyone would just go hedge it. Basically, you just go put everything you own on the Bucks.
Okay. Yeah. So it would be, oh my gosh. Yeah, so that was one thing. Another thing. So have you heard of this only women's gym movement thing?
I saw it the other day, but like I didn't really understand. I didn't really read into it either. But I saw it and I was like, "This is interesting."
Yeah, so let me make sure I got the name right. So Uplift Studios
Mm-hmm.
in Midtown Manhattan, New York.
Yeah.
So they are a gym that only services women. It's supposed to be about women's safety and empowering them, making them feel comfortable and accepted without any judgment. So a more extreme version of Planet Fitness, or should I say exclusive?
Yeah, I was gonna say like a gender
Yeah,
exclusive fitness.
segregated. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's my first thought is like, okay, I understand the concept and
right.
I respect the values of the gym, but we're all about
I
equality.
don't.
But we're like I'm all
What
about like
values?
empowering everybody. Like whatever it takes for you to go work out, go do it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the
No, they didn't
day,
say empowering everybody. They said empowering women.
okay, fair. But yeah, so like we're all about equality and everyone's equal
Exactly.
in 2020, 2021. Here we are. Like now we're just like, now we can't work out to get in the same gym.
Right.
Only women
And
allowed here.
I'm not even, I wasn't even, I'm not mad at it. I just hate yeah, I hate the spin that they had to put on it.
Hmm.
Like, oh, when you go to a gym, it's creepy. What?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
so it makes it sound like everybody that goes to gyms like a creeps. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not
oh
like
yeah.
you see it's that spin on. It's like, judgment free, women can be left alone, no harassment. Like this, it's a whole
So
article.
what? So what's next? Like women's only restaurants? Like
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it's like I get if you how can I say this without sounding like, because the only issue is that if it was a men's only gym,
hmm
then there would be women would be upset at that.
yeah, it would be
And they,
sexist.
right, and but then they would be saying like they would always say men already control the gyms now. I mean, yeah, a lot of guys do like to go work out, but
hmm
I mean, okay, if a lot of gyms offer classes like those Zumba classes, which are
hmm
predominantly women, but you don't see guys in there saying, "Wait a minute, we should be, we should have some type of part in this." You don't see that happening, but you see like this now going on. It's really weird.
Yeah, I agree. It's very very interesting to me. Like
Yeah, it's like
because like you said, it's like a segregation type of thing.
yeah, because I mean, because so you don't feel you don't feel safe at the gym. You feel like you'd be harassed, and but you want to feel empowered. So wouldn't you feel I guess more empowered, like if you went into a place where there was people that I guess, how can I say this without sounding, I would feel more empowered. I would feel more empowered going into a place where like people could possibly mess with me and they don't mess with me. Uh, I I make it out like, dare I say, unscathed,
Yeah.
but like just like I would feel like, yeah, like my I I I don't know. That's weird because you don't think of that dynamic in a gym. I
No.
don't when I go in there, like, but then I know some woman's gonna say that's because you're not a woman. You don't have to think about this type of stuff. And it's like, if anybody, the people that have the most unpleasant time at the gym is the scrawny, weird looking kid that walks in.
hmm
He has the toughest time out of anybody in there. When he walks past the guys that lift, they think he's a pussy. When he walks past girls, they think, who is this dweeb? He can't really. I mean, then if he tries to get help, he looks soft.
hmm
Like then, and he doesn't really know the equipment, so then he looks soft. Still, like that person has it the toughest. If a woman goes in and she doesn't know the equipment and how to work it and do that, that, and the third, nobody ever makes fun one time.
Mm.
You either see another woman come along and help, or you do have the guys that come over and like, hey, you mind if I? And a lot of women take that weird, like, no, I don't need your help. So I guess I could see how that exchange could get weird, but I don't think, as far as like the totem pole goes, like the women are at the bottom for being like, I guess, messed with and like um embarrassed.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I
it's
I agree. It's kind of a it's just definitely a reach in my opinion.
yeah, it's the weird dude. Now I'm thinking about the weird dude walking in. Dang, like there's a couple that go like right around the same time I go. I actually feel so bad, but and I want to walk up to him, but at the same time, I don't want to make it seem like I just want to walk up to him like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, how you doing?" And kind of just like go on. But like,
Yeah.
it's just it gets too awkward.
This reminded me of a story. I was at the gym the other day, and like I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember what day it was, but I was I was lifting, and then all of a sudden, like I just kept seeing this dad and this son like walking back and forth. Like they were going like to do one thing on one machine, and then like there's I mean I'm gonna equivalent, like where the monkey bars, like everyone stretches, like those
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
things. They were doing something over there. And then but they kept like exchanging, going back and forth, and like I guess the son came back before the dad was ready to walk over, and the dad just let loose on his son because I guess like the son got up and somebody took the machine that they were using, and the
Mm.
dad was just like, next time wait for me to get back so we don't lose our spot like we just did. And then like the son just like looked at him, and he was like, do you understand me? And I was just like, oh
Like,
dang.
fam, it's not that serious,
No,
bro.
bro. Like, just wait. Just like ask, like, hey, like, you
Was
mind
it?
if I hop in? Like,
Yeah. Does this dude like? I mean, did he look like he was like a competitor?
no.
Okay, so it's always those people,
Bro, and
bro.
they were sharing AirPods. Like the dad had the right AirPod in, and the son had the left in.
Okay, so look, so look, bro. Again, see, I never see like so. There's tons of competitors that come in this one. You've been to this gym
Yeah,
here. Those guys never act like that, bro. Like if you get in on their set, first of all, if you can move the weight, like or it
yeah,
depends on what machine you're using,
yeah,
but they're just like, hey, I got a couple more, and you can be like, hey, you mind if I work in? They're like, yeah, sure. I mean,
yeah.
if you can lift it, but don't interrupt mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the biggest thing. Don't interrupt mine, but I don't care if you do. Um, but I feel like people like that never are like to that level. Like they're always the ones that spaz out the most. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, dude, okay, so every once in a while, like I kind of start off at the beginning of my workout doing supersets.
Yeah,
People
so do
go
I.
in on mine all the time. Dude, I know who I am. I'm just a regular gym goer. Like I don't need that many machines. So I don't care if you take my sets. Like oftentimes I'll just stop doing a superset and just go on and finish whatever exercise I'm doing and move on to the next thing. Bro, I'm not trying to be Mr. Olympia. So it's like,
Bro, but I will say when I was doing like on like back days when you do supersets, I would leave like my phone at one machine and like my water bottle at the other.
right. But also too, I'll always try to do things that are like close to each
I
other.
was saying, and mine were like we're always like next to each other too.
Exactly. Yeah. So then that way I don't have to. Why are you walking across a gym to? No, bro. You're just being inconsiderate.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody wants to wait on you. Oh my god, dude, this pisses me off right here. Um, Interesting. We're talking about women. There's a woman trainer at the goals that I go to. Dude, she is in absolute fantastic shape. You talk about chiseled top to bottom. Like, I don't think this lady has an ounce of fat on her, bro. I don't think it exists genuinely. She is so chiseled. Um, but she works out super hard, but she works out for hours, bro.
That can
But
be
she's
good for your health.
yeah, I don't know if it is or not, but I
Yeah.
mean, on the outside looking, like you're like, dang. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like she, at least on the outwardly, it looks healthy. I don't know what her insides look like, but
Yeah.
so she, what she say? Oh no, no. So she, dude, every time she does it, so she'll have on like multiple shirts. Bro, she will like take a shirt off and sit it on this machine. Then
No,
she'll
this is
bro, I'm
not
not
real.
kidding.
This
I'm
is
not
not
kidding,
real.
bro. Like, and I'm not. And I've always like, bro, I've contemplated like reporting her, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding, because I'm like, you're a trainer here, like here, like this is where you work at. Okay, so she'll take like one off here, and she'll sit like a water bottle on like another one, and but then like throughout her workout, she'll just take off like these layers, as you see, like a lot of people do, but it's just like, okay, I haven't seen her place more than two, but it's just the fact that she'll have like these things like lined up everywhere. But this is the part that pisses me off, bro. I have seen her. All right, so I have seen her like place a water bottle on like the chest machine,
Uh-huh.
and I had just so happened to be leaving on this side. I should on the fly machine, and I was over here like doing another exercise. But so the gym splits, and you can walk up the sides. So I've walked up because there's another machine out there that I want to do. But then she's walked up to the front. I've seen her chit chatting it up. She walks outside, walks to her car, goes and sits in the office. Bro, I promise you, bro, I'm not making this up. And I've seen like as I'm starting like so then I'm finishing wrapping up in here and I'm walking back this way because the locker room's over here. So I mean, like I remember this time I was finishing off in the main room right before I was about to leave. She comes back and she does like one more set and then walks off.
Left her stuff?
No, 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 no. Took her stuff, but she left her stuff to mark that equipment. Bro, this is like a 35-minute time period.
No, bro.
That's
No.
what I'm saying. And I was like,
I'm standing there for 2 minutes. I don't see you coming back. We're moving it.
that's what but I was like, yo, imagine how many people like were trying to be courteous and
Mm-hmm.
just didn't touch the stuff while she's up here, dicking around, just doing whatever. You know what
Oh
I mean?
my
Like,
god, dude, that would literally make me so mad.
bro,
It makes me frustrated now, but like I know I'm a different person when I take pre-workout. So
yeah,
it's like, bro,
yeah,
I can imagine the rage through my head.
bro. And like when I saw her
Oh
do it, I
my
was like,
god.
bro, what? but then not, and like, so I started paying more attention, but she does it every single day, like every day.
No, bro. I'd be
So
asking questions. I'd be like, listen,
I
is this
just
a
started doing
35-minute t-shirt or a 5-minute t-shirt? Which one?
which one is this one? I need
Yeah.
to know. Like,
Oh
bro,
my
it's
god.
so crazy. She did that, there's only two cable machines in there.
Yeah.
And bro, she did that one day on the cables.
No,
Um
sir.
she said like a water, she put all her stuff around this and she legit, bro, I swear she left. Cause I was still in this back room. But I finished an entire workout. I try to work out in an hour.
Yeah.
An hour, bro. That's my goal. I try not to go too far over that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I won't explain all that. But this was at the start of my workout. I saw her. She did a couple. She left, and then she came back at the end of my workout, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh. No
"What?"
way,
Like,
bro.
imagine just I cannot think of how many
Oh,
people are like, "Dang, I kind of want to do some cables, but never mind."
yeah. Facts. Well, and that's the thing is like she works there. So it's like, hey, you can always come back and hey, the cables are open. Let me swing a set in real fast.
Exactly. Anytime you like you said, you work there.
Yeah.
You literally are employed by this place. You have more time here than I do. What if I only had an hour to give today?
Yep.
And I was like, my one thing that I really wanted to knock out was some cables. And now you got the cables
Holy.
covered for that entire hour. And then now, so you just get to have this as your own personal gym whenever.
Dude, my mind is blown by the fact that this is real. Because
Yeah, it's real, dude. If I can record this, I'll show you. I guarantee one time, because I'm about to go in there in a minute. I guarantee, bro, she'll be finishing up some client and she will get started as soon as, and it'll start off it's the same way every time. And slowly, just a shirt starts coming off. Water bottle goes over here, and you're like, God, dude, you suck.
oh man.
Suck.
All right. Well,
And
that's all
also
I have.
for anybody listening, um, I also think that women's only gym sucks too. Um, I I I I believe in people's safety. I believe people should have the right to work out whatever they want to. But when you start telling people, uh, yeah, everybody can work out here, but that specific gender, then I think you can create a very slippery slope because dare I mention, uh, trans women, where they fall into that at, or
Mm-hmm.
the people that just decide today they're going to start transitioning, or there's at the moment they're just comfortable with identifying with.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to those people? This topic gets very deep and very slippery very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So it just sounds like a terrible idea all the way around. Sounds like more of a headache than it would be beneficial. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of gyms that people go to that no guy will ever set foot in, or should I say, any guy that's actually like lifting. I give you an idea. Orange Theory, you probably would never see a guy in there.
Mm.
Like it's working on an orange light, infrared, sweating your dick off for an hour. And it's not even an hour; it's 30 minutes, and it's a bunch of sit ups and cardio, a bunch of stuff to make you feel like you did something, but you did nothing. So that and what is it? Hot Works, exact same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are like the same company. Basically the same thing.
Basically, same thing except Orange Theory has an orange light. You're in infrared lighting because it's supposed to break down fat cells a lot faster, or just stop eating so much.
caloric
That's
deficit, caloric deficit, and some hard work.
yeah. Just hey, how about you stand up and go for a walk instead of laying on the couch all the time? You know, you could make this so simple on yourself, but instead you'd rather spend. You know what that gym membership is at
Bro,
Hot Works?
those are so expensive.
Holy hell! And you know what? They give what is I think you get a mat
Mm-hmm.
with this membership and a towel to do nothing in there. Like that is the stupidest workout plan I've seen. But they just with why would I want to work out in a sauna? Like
That also does not sound good for your health.
no, bro. Like okay, if I was trying to go to like the league, like I'm preparing, like I'm in a professional athlete, and I know I play in extreme conditions, and then I probably should practice in extreme conditions. Betty Sue over here sits in an air conditioned office for 40 hours a week, and
Mm-hmm.
then goes to her temperature controlled house as well and never moves an inch. Why in the hell are you working out in 120-degree moisturized heat?
Yeah.
What? For what? Are you trying to give yourself a stroke? Like, what is the purpose of that?
Yeah.
But just go for a walk and do just simple tension-based workout and quit eating so much. Problem solved. That's
Yeah.
my rant for today.
Yeah. Hey, we can't fix stupid, you know?
Yeah, it's like, why would you pay almost $100 a month? Or I guess what, that's a startup fee, then I think it's $60 a month.
Well, but it's something that they mostly do like Saturday mornings, and then like that's it. They do like 4 times a month. You're paying like $20 a workout. No,
Bro, it's so
no way,
dumb, bro.
No way.
It's so dumb. And it's
Never.
like, and on top of that, you have to schedule your time because everybody can't get in here.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I miss my time, that just means I missed it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But yeah, like I said, can't fix stupid. Also, before we get out of here, check out that song "People So Stupid" by Tom McDonald. Gosh, dude, I was completely shocked by that song. Have you heard that song?
Not about to pull it up right now, though.
Bro, please listen to that. And it touches on a lot of what we talk about. But anyway, that's for people listening. Thank you all for watching. We really appreciate you guys' support and checking us out. We love doing this. Another successful podcast episode. And yeah, let us know what you guys want to hear from us. And once again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Till next time.